All right, we're back. Now, here's the deal with this game, with this movie. Okay, again, Superman 3. I got that out of the way in part 2. The plot, the good plot, basically. The humans are inept in a lot of different ways, but not here. At least they're acting like humans here. They're not superpowered. It's like basically the non-super person thing. So there is some ineptitude. Okay, like later when poor old the little kid and Lana Lang's son and the little dog they're hanging out with, they mess around and like, okay, we're gonna run around this field of wheat, right? Tall field of wheat. We're like 6 or 7 years old. We're all you can barely see us over his head. You see our head over it, and then like all of a sudden he trips and falls and smacks his head on the rock. So he's unconscious, and the dog's like, oh no. He's like, hey master, let's get out of here. It's a little puppy. He's like, oh, let's get out of here. Try to fool him, and it's not working. And the issue is that wouldn't be so bad, except for that there are combines coming down, trying to harvest his wheat, and the combine basically is a giant razor blade. The giant shaving razor, basically. There's these huge blades that basically, cut into the wheat and just get as close to the ground as possible. Get that wheat, and then it goes in. We pull it in, and it's a pretty cool machine. But like most farm machines, it's they are some of the deadliest things. Like they are some of the deadliest things in existence. Okay, you do not want to be anywhere near certain things because you could die very quickly with those. They have machinery. First of all, they have complicated machinery and they're big. So basically, if you get too close to one of these things, you could fall in and that's it. You're done. If you get caught in front of something like that, it's so big nowadays. You can't. The guy driver can't see you because you're like too small to get you seen, and it's like easily you could easily get killed. So he's on the ground. He's like going to the combine. He's like on the ground. There's this little dude, maybe his first or second year driving this combine or whatever, and basically Superman. Superman's hearing. You see, Superman as Clark hears the dog going. Going. It's like, oh no, the dog is whining. Something's wrong. So he's like, uses the supervision, sees the kid on the ground, sees the combine like a good, 20 yards away coming toward him. He's like, here's the deal with me. What would someone smart like Superman do in real life? Let's say real life, basically. He would be like, I gotta go, I got a phone call, I'll be right back. Be like, walk off. So he was like, she's like, okay, whatever. Walk off till she can't see him. Then super speed his way over. Get the kid, fly fast. Get the kid, fly fast. And grab over there, and then bring back. Oh my gosh! I was trying to do a phone call. I saw Timmy. Look at this. Timmy's got hurt. Oh man, let's get in the car. Let's get in the hospital right now. Let's go. Like, oh my gosh! So they get in the car and get in the hospital. Get the dog and everything, and then drive away. That's what happened in real life. Superman was like smart. But for some stupid reason, he's like, okay, I'm gonna take time to change into Superman. That was one of the stupidest things Superman ever did as fully cognitive Superman. Okay, he takes time to change into Superman outfit. Why? This kid is going to be killed horribly. It's going to be like instant death. If you don't get over there now, and it's like get over there, you idiot. No, who cares if you're Superman? You move super fast. Just be like a streak of something, a gust of wind, and then the kid's gone. And the kid's like, the other kid be like, what was that? Like, what was that? Oh well. No, I'm sorry for lunch. Let's do it. So no big deal. No big deal. But instead, not only do we not have Superman change into Superman, he is like the combine, the giant, like 20-foot long blade that basically, if it touches, if it gets to this kid, he's gonna die. He's gonna die because this thing will just cause horrible, life-ending injury to this kid. He's like, it's almost close enough to touch him. Okay, and he's up there. Okay, it took his hand up there. Okay, it took too long. It took a while. That's why he was like that close. He changed into his outfit. Why would you do that? When this kid is in there, you can see this kid. So he basically barely makes it. Stops the combine wheel. It's like the kid's like, what's going on? Like, oh crap, Superman's out there with the kid. There's a kid out there that's all knocked out. What's going on? This little dude's not. There's nothing wrong. He's not evil. He's not a bad guy. There's no devil's advocate going, yeah, go keep going, kill it. Like, no, there's none of that. It's just him just going like, it's first or second year just doing this because he's fine. His dad fine. Yeah, let him try. It's no big deal. He's on the edge of the thing. Or he's in the middle. It's fine. Or like that. He's in the middle of the world. It's fine. So like that. If he's or on the edge, he's on the edge. Because basically it's like I mowed grass for a while, and basically it's easy on the edge. You just go along the edge, turn around, you do make a nice circle. That's your job. You know, it's just like, okay, we'll give you that job. You're gonna go on the end, make a nice circle, and then you'll be done. You know, that's your first job. I'm like, yeah, oh, thanks, Dad. This is like a rite of passage for him. And then he's like, and then Superman's looking at us like, you just ruined it. It's like, how could you? You know, like, because like, I didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong at all. And Superman's like looking at him with like anger. Why? That was a weird part. I was like, why? Why would he be angry at this kid who's just doing his job? Okay, now if this kid had grabbed the combine, I was like, whoa, driving the combine. You know, driving it all over the place and just messing things up. That would have been a good story. But he's doing his job. You know, and Superman's just angry at him. What? That was weird. That was weird. That was almost as weird as Tony Stark making an Iron Man suit that falls apart, and when it comes to get you, you know, it's not. It's more weird. I'm sorry. No, I made a mistake. I tried to equate Iron Man 3 with its horrible design, suit design, to someone being ticked off at somebody else for not doing anything wrong. Just doing. I'm sorry. I apologize. I am sorry, whoever directed Iron Man 3. Yes, you messed up badly, and please try again. You know, take some time and get other movies, you know, and figure out how to do them properly. Read the comics, read the things, figure out the actual, you know, what's it called, stories of this, and please try again. Please try again. They'll give us Iron Man 3, Iron Man 4. You know, send it directly to DVD. Send it directly to DVD. Made a bonus in some other game or in some other movie or something. I have no problem if you did that. I just kept on going. Iron Man 5, Iron Man 6, Iron Man 7 with the direct to DVD thing. Just be like, yeah, whatever, you know, and just kept improving. Come on, there's so many adventures that Iron Man can have, you know, and be better than this. But anyway, it's not as bad as this though. I apologize. So that's why I apologize. You know, I try to equate something like this, like bad design and bad ideas, to really bad ideas. You know, I'm like, so I apologize. But anyway, so this kid is like hurt. He flies back as Superman to this kid. It's like, oh, Superman. See, this is the problem with complicated things. I'm trying to be a writer myself. I'm trying to be a comic book artist who also writes his comics. Okay, I'm also hopefully, please God, also showing off that I am Christian and I pray to God all the time, because oh my goodness, He has blessed us so much with this. This is a new house. It's a new room. You know, I'm finally able to be in here, allowed to be in this room, because my mom would not let me be in this room without heat. Okay, we got into the house. That took a huge long time. It was basically like a pregnant woman, you know, becoming big as a house, 9 months pregnant. She's like basically waddling everywhere. Like, I hate being pregnant. You know, yes, I had one of my roommate's wife. She was pregnant twice. We hung out with her. Hung out with her through 2 of her pregnancies. All right, and she's like, you know, I gotta see all kinds of stuff about how a real pregnant woman lives. And she's like, she's so heavy. She's so just plain jacked up. Get out of here. And she's like, I hate being pregnant. Oh, dude. Oh man, it's just so horrible. Because at the end, I researched this stuff. You get so heavy. The baby's head is like getting into position so he can come out. All right, and it's basically all kinds of stuff. So basically, you're just like, you know, you're basically just waddling around. You can't do as much as you used to be able to. You can't. You're just like, you know, they call it ripe. You are ripe. You're ready for this to be over, and that's what it was like with trying to move into this place. We were ready for this to be over, and it's like, oh, due date comes and goes. And I was like, oh no, come on, you know, get out. That's what we're like, get out, come on, let's go. And finally, we're like, you know, do this stuff, and it's like the baby's coming, you know, the battle mode. We switched from, you know, peace mode to like fighting mode, like what's the game? Sophie on Power Rangers SPD, you know, Sophie, she switches from regular mode to fight mode. That's what we did. Fight mode, you know, and she fight mode engaged. You see the stuntable girl in looks like Sophie flying around on wires, beating the heck out of this, you know, like General Vengeance or what his name is. And he's cool. And she was cool. She was all kinds of stuff. But the most she didn't have enough energy, so she got caught in it. But still, that's what we're doing. See, we're in battle mode. We're flying around. We're doing all this stuff. And we're moving around doing this thing. And it took like hours. And it was like really painful, really tough, and stressful. But finally got in. Okay? And thank God. And everything finally got in. But then there's no heat. So we're stuck in the camping out in the living room. Okay? And we're like having a horrible time camping out in the living room. And we're stuck. and it's like we're getting sick, and it's like, okay, there's something happening, and we're just finally, it's like there's like a box with nasty moldy stuff in it. That's what's causing us to get sick. We got to get rid of it. Got rid of that. There's all kinds of different things. We got rid of other trash boxes and things. It's nasty, and we're going through all this. And finally, get heat. Finally, get to get in our own rooms. And I'm so thankful about that. And I'm playing praise. Why I'm praying now is there's something else that is finally, hopefully, going to happen soon. I am praying to God and hoping that it works out. It's by the skin of our teeth, my teeth. I am hopefully going to be starting graphic design, associates, I think, in graphic design, okay, and online school in college in Utah, okay. They are giving me a free laptop with Adobe Flash on it, and several other very expensive programs, so I can learn how to do graphic design and graphic art and design that way. If I can do that, if I get that, and I'm able to pay all these payments, it's because super expensive, super expensive. Thanks to the government. This is like one of the few times you'll hear me say that was able to take most of this chunk of huge money. It's supposed to be like over $40,000. That's what they said. This is how much money it is. There's like grant, this is that. Okay, you only have to pay $2,000. I'm like, for a second, I'm like, oh, phew, I only have to pay $2,000. Okay, we figured out, and the issue is we don't have internet at home. We have to go to the library every 2 hours a day. Just like, okay, call these people. You go like, okay, what do I do next? This thing. That's why videos were so hard to come by. I had to like call these people and be like, I'm skinning my teeth. This is battle mode here. I'm like, I want to do this exactly right so it works. I do exactly right. Please, God, help it to work. Please, sign this, click on this, initialize this, do this. Give me this information. That's so crazy. It was so crazy, and hopefully it will become my laptop permission. I got the permission slip. That was the last time I was there at the library. I got the permission slip, the laptop signed and everything. So hopefully it is on the way. If it's on the way, not only can we do Flash, we're going to learn how to do Flash professionally, professional Flash animation. So we can be like Puratina and even Hot Diggity D. Okay, it's like a demon. But what I'm trying to say, listen, that's what I'm saying. It's basically, it's just, we don't like, we're trying to keep things pure, keep things clean. So Hot Diggity D, he's a cool guy. This is my favorite, one of my favorite artists with some of the craziest, most jacked stuff you ever saw in your life. But Puratina, again, I like her stuff. I like the stuff that they do. That's Flash. The Larry Boy, the series, that's Flash. Foster's Home Imaginary Friends, that's Flash. My brother says Flash is dying, but I'm like, maybe it's just learning how to live better, because it was like the Newground sites, the sites called Newground.com was Flash. I put someone that was exactly Flash, and they were like hating on me so much. So a bot from Newground.com kicked me off for a month. And so I couldn't, I could log in, but I couldn't post, and I'm like, you know what? You want me to go somewhere else, don't you? Okay. So basically, when I come back, next I'm not going to be on Newgrounds. Okay, I like Newgrounds. There's a lot of cool stuff in there, but I'm not going to be on Newgrounds. Okay, I'm going to be on YouTube with my Flash videos. I'm taking my comics. I'm going to figure out how to draw them in Flash, and then I'm going to put them on there. And they're going to be movies, basically. Flash movies of my comics on there. And it's going to be so cool. And there's going to be like, movie, not only just Flash. Mugen will be able to come back too. I'll be able to make characters again. I'll be able to scan them in, use GIMP to cut them up. I'm praying to God it works. That this stuff works. So it's so many things that need to, that we're praying for, and it's so great. I'm looking forward to it. But let's hear. It was like, okay, Superman just gave the evil eye to a 12-year-old boy who was just doing his job when Superman could have just super speeded himself over there, got the kid before the guy even got close. For a scene of, hey, Superman's strong. The kid almost got turned into mincemeat, but the Superman's strong. Yeah, it's not great to see. I'm like, no. Yeah, and also angry at a kid who didn't do anything wrong, just doing his job. Yeah. Thanks, Superman. Yes, we love you. So, okay, there was like the factory job. Jimmy Olsen being an idiot, falling, breaking his leg. Thank you God. Now he can't do that. Now he can't be an idiot. Now he can't be out on assignment anymore. He's cool. There you go. He got pictures. He's good. Okay, that's basically it. That's what I was like. Superman did stop this acid from boiling. This factory is that one. The factory one was like one of the best ones of all, because it's something that can happen. Factories, there's lots of footage on YouTube about factory and on TV of factories exploding, of burning. You have to leave factories because basically it's just like, oops, something happens, an accident happens, And it's like, oh crap, magnesium factory. That was the coolest stuff ever. Fireworks everywhere. As long as everybody got out, it was great because it's like the magnesium burns at like thousands of degrees. You don't want to be in there. You don't want to be even near that stuff when it goes off because it looks great, but it'll kill you. That won't be bad. So basically, be like, okay, there you go, no big deal. So I was like, okay, this makes sense. Fire in the factory, firemen having problems. Superman does this thing, blows freezes the lake, throws the lake on you, makes the lake, going through the fire, and stuff like that. Rain and causes rain enough to top the fire. Okay, he saved the eastern seaboard from this acid that would basically turn into a cloud of cloud of death, and like released all over the place and just messed everything up. It was like, okay, that's great. That's a great thing. Then there's Smallville and all that stuff happens, and then it's like this. They go back to the Metropolis, do something, come back to Smallville, and basically, it's a weird thing. It's like the Smallville is so small, I guess. Then they said Superman, when this one guy, when the kid says Superman is going to come back to, oh yeah, here's how it gets complicated in ways that it never needed to be. Lana, even though she's Clark's old leverages, doesn't recognize that Clark is Superman. So she's like, hey, Superman, what are you doing here? Oh my gosh, where's Clark? He go, oh, I'd like to see Clark. I'll meet you. He's so great. Like, well, I don't know what's going on. Your son seems to have gotten hurt. He's like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I'm like, sorry, this would have been easily fixed. If you just did it the other way, ran quickly, got him, dog ran back. I'm like, oh my gosh, she'd be like, you know where? She'd be like, okay, I don't care where he came from. He's hurt. Get him to the hospital before he make sure everything's cool. She wouldn't mind. But here's the deal. So now you got the Superman thing involved. Okay, so then Jimmy's like saved by Superman. Jimmy wakes up and is like, hey, Superman has saved me. I want him to come back and hang out with me and have a party with me. So I was like, okay. So he tells him, and basically, instead of being a parent, that'd be like, okay, sorry, Jimmy, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Superman has a lot to do. He's like, I want him. That's what it sounded like, kinda. I'm like, that's what he was saying. Like, he insists, like as a kid, they always insist. But if it's something that's impossible, you can't do it. It's so bad. And this wife's like, okay, but I want him, to come. And I was like, it's funny. She's like, please, Superman, can you come? Because he's not going to show up until come. Like, I find I'll come. So there's like, she said, I'm coming. Yeah, and he's like, oh, yeah. And he tells all his friends, I guess. They tell their parents, I guess. And next thing you know, there's a huge, giant party. What's it called? There's a thing. I'm trying to think what it's called. For get together. For parade, it's like a Superman holiday basically. Get together, and there's thousands of people from that. What's called cover, and I'm like, this is, what? Why don't they just do it? This is the factory near Smallville. Why can't they say, Superman, you saved us from this the factory exploding, releasing clouds of toxic acid and whatnot. We want to celebrate what you've done. Please come to this thing. Put in papers. Things like that. So then the villain could be like, hey. This is where we can get him. We can get him this kryptonite from there. Instead of doing that, it's like, oh, he showed us up. We found out there's something going on off screen. I don't know exactly how. Oh, we found paper. There was a paper because they called at the right time. They were to get it out, and I'm like, so crap. But then they had everyone gave Superman the key to the city, and then everyone basically was like standing back because also this army jeep comes in, and this is when the best part of the movie begins to me. This is like when the movie starts for me. It's really stupid and okay with non-superhero stuff, and then stupid with superhero stuff, and then okay with other stuff. Then finally gets to be like right here, like halfway through, I guess. Starts being awesome. So like it's like another director took over from this point on. So basically, what's his name? Richard Pryor is perfect as a silly, over the top Patton in his puffy pants and leather jacket and the helmet with the 3 stars on it, and he's like hey, you actually see an American flag posted. It's a small American flag. Like he doesn't have an American flag in the like Patton does. It's huge. There's a small one posted in one shot. You see him looking from the side, going like, all right, So they say that's a nod to the actual thing. I have it. Then they focus on it more from the front. He's like, okay, listen here, all you people. Listen good. The Eastern Seaboard will be nothing. The Eastern Seaboard will be nothing but a wasteland, barren wasteland. If it wasn't for this man right here, like, yeah, that's good. Superman has hooked us up, helped us out so many times. he's so great, he's so this, he's so that, and he's perfect, pitch perfect, he's doing it just fine, and everybody's getting cut out all it. Oh, you're like, wow, there's something we need to help you out with. We want you to help out with, so, man, I want you to test this here for us. You want to give you the special thing here so you can test it and see what it's like. This polymer is a special new polymer we're developing. Here's this thing, check it out, check it out. This polymer to make things like really well, make work really well for us. You hold on to that, if you like, it's like, basically, if this works out, this polymer works out, then we can now, the best polymer makers, plastic makers in all the world. Do you want people? Do you want the president to be sitting on a chair made in China? Be like, no, so like that. Cause like trying to get the country pride going. No. I don't know if he does, but where it doesn't really matter to me. But it's like, oh no, it's this is something American made. That's what we want. So we're going to you get to have this mineral. This is one of the mineral. This is the new mineral we're working on. It's going to be the greatest stuff ever. So here you go. And he gives him this kryptonite. It's green like regular kryptonite, but it doesn't do anything to him. He's like, oh, thanks a lot, dude. He's like, all right, that's interesting. And he like puts it down over beside him. He's like, oh, no problem. And they're shocked at this, and I'm like, so am I, kind of, but not the same amount as they are apparently, because they're like, it's like, well, that was nice. I'll see you around, guys. Have a nice time. Well, they drive away. Him and Lucy Van Pelt drive away. And then I talked to Linus on the phone. It's like, and then Richard Pryor was like, how they have those things, there's those ingredients, those juice drinks and all that. What time is it? 20 minutes? All right, I'll see you next time. Check me on YouTube.